Yeah, I mean, I definitely believe the second half, we looked a lot more focused and we took a lot better shots. You know, we just, you know, this is one of those times I think I really challenged the team, you know, being at Tulane right before exams is trying to get our focus. And I felt like we started off and just didn't have that same, you know, that same swagger. But again, I thought we did some good things to finish that game off and defensively and offensively, we really shared the ball. Went up against a lot of pressure. I think we had, you know, 13 turnovers at half, and that was really the key to the halftime score. But again, it's a good win. We're going to take it. You know, I think they're a very physical team, and we were able to play through that. So, you know, we're happy to have a little break for a few days.
Coach, first of all, just wanted an update on Womack.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to check her out tomorrow. You know, I mean, our doctor's here, but I'm sure they're going to have to do some tests tomorrow.
Okay.
So.
In the first half, you know, you talked about the 13 turnovers, but you played a lot of players during the half. So you figured that?
Well, it could have, yeah, definitely. You know, really was trying to get, you know, I felt like we looked really fatigued and we just didn't have that same energy and just trying to rotate them around. And honestly, you know, Jay Lee getting hurt really kind of threw us a little bit, you know. But, you know, I thought the starters came back at half and really took the challenge and kind of took the game under control really in that first 4 minutes. So that's kind of what you wanted to see.
Donna, in that 15-0 run, just talk about that. Did the coaches make any particular adjustment at halftime, or just, you know, what preceded that run in the third quarter?
We knew we had to come out a little better than what we did in the first half. Like Coach said, Jay Lee going down and really like shocked us a little bit. So we knew we had to focus a lot on defense and, you know, trying to turn it into some offense. So, and that's what we did, and that's how we got that lead.
And Rachel, you looked kind of a methodical almost second half. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but just talk about the second half and you know, how things occurred as far as you guys just pulling away.
Yeah, I mean, at halftime, we kind of just like reminded ourselves that we need to play Tulane basketball, and like everything that was kind of happening in the first half was controllable for us. It wasn't necessarily what the other team was doing. It was kind of, we were doing it to ourselves in a lot of ways. So just trying to set people up and get people better looks. We didn't have many assists at halftime, which is something that we normally pride ourselves on. So once we got the lead too, we had talked a lot about from the Troy game, just like how to play with a lead. We don't need to be running the floor and throwing crazy passes. We want to get good looks. So yeah.
Coach, final start pretty much now, or have they already started?
They really start officially tomorrow, but they've had a lot of tests up until this point. So, yeah, they officially start tomorrow and I guess through Sunday. So it's always fun times at Tulane during exams. It's always fun.
Between now and the 20th, when the holiday tournament starts, just what your focus is going to be?
You know, we're gonna try to keep our skills sharp. I think there's a lot of things that we wanted to really work on and get better. And I've always found exams is a time to maybe get better because you've got a little time between games. Right now, we're just preparing for game. So I think there's some things that we need to sharpen up and all that. You know, the tournament's always fun because, you know, I think there's good teams in that tournament, and, you know, it's a good way to go into Christmas, you know, with home games. So, you know, we got some work to do, but we got to kind of balance it out a little bit with their schedule.
I didn't see you guys road game, but I thought something that seemed a little encouraging was when you went with the lineup of Walmsley at the point and Rachel at the 2. Just talk about that and how that's kind of evolved and come about.
Well, I mean, you know, Kaya's been really our backup point guard, and the nice thing is having both of them in there is whoever has the ball can set the offense, and so that I think that takes a little pressure off of them trapping Rachel. So yeah, I thought Kaya did a good job. I also thought Amara came off the bench and did a really good job and gave us some big rebounds and things like that. She runs the floor. The nice thing about Amara is that she's not a post that stands. I mean, she runs the floor and these guys hit her. So I thought she did a great job too. Yeah, she can catch. She can catch. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you like about the way your team's playing right now?
You know, I still go back to, you know, we're tough. I mean, I think that, you know, it's a grueling schedule. We were talking about how long that trip was to Troy. We got in at 3 a.m. We had to turn around, and you know, it's tough. But I think we battled with LSU. You know, we've got some toughness to us, and I do think we're getting to know each other still. You know, I think that's still something that we're getting to know each other, and putting people in the right spot, and honestly, us getting to know them. I mean, you know, there's so many new people and us getting to know them, but you know, I definitely think that we're progressing. You know, I think the one thing about this league is, you know, it's brutal every night, and I think you got to have some toughness to be able to handle it. Whether you have good officials, bad officials, you know, foul trouble, whatever. And I think we've got a lot of players that can contribute to that. And you know, Dinah's got a tremendous amount of experience in this league, and I think, you know, Rachel's made my job so much easier because she comes in there and she gets teams and offenses, and she reads really well. And so I think those two components, you know, we can put a lot behind that. So I'm really excited about January and February for us.
Last question, I just wanted to talk with Rachel about versatility. 1 minute you're bringing the ball up, reading the defense, and spreading the ball around. Next thing I know, you're posting somebody.
Look, she's taller than our opponent. Really, I mean, I don't know. You taller than Marta? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Close. I don't know.
Then, like I said, the next trip or so up, you're hitting the corner three. Just talk about how all that kind of stuff evolves. Is it just reading the defenses, or the personnel that's in the game, or what's going on with you guys with that, with your versatility from possession to possession?
Yeah, I mean, I think coach has done a really good job of like putting me in positions that I like to be in. I think in a lot of games, especially games that we're up by a lot, I'm a pass first point guard. I'm looking to get my teammates involved, and I think for me, I wanted this group to really trust that I'm going to make a good decision for them down the stretch. So I think it's most important that, you know, I'm getting my teammates involved. But when it comes down to crunch time, I think I want the ball in my hands. I want to be making all the decisions, and I'll be able to take it to the basket, bang down with the post, or hit a three as well. So.
Well, I think the good thing is that she's now, when she gets that ball and like she's double teamed, she's now seen Dinah with the step back threes. She's seen that side of Dinah that we didn't always see, right? So again, if Dinah's man comes off of her, I think Rachel does a great job of finding the open players, and
I'm a little taller than him too.
Yeah, it's definitely a little taller, but you know.
Some long passes to Mabry.
Right.
That just being tall and dribbling with your head up, it was right there.
You know, I think good offense. Our offense has been pretty efficient, and I think good offense really comes down to people knowing their shots and finding the right shots and finding shots that aren't guarded and those kind of things. And I think when we do that, we're pretty good. You know, defensively, we probably need to tighten up on some things. You know, it's a little bit of exam work, but yeah, I mean, I think offensively we're in a great spot. You know, we just got some other things to improve on.
Defensively, what would you like to tighten up?
Well, I mean, I think that, you know, for us, I mean, I think we have some schemes going into the game, and I think we miss some of those. You know, if we're doing some schemes on ball screens, sometimes we make those mistakes or we don't match up. There's definitely a difference between us now and 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. You know, we're much better, so that we're going the right direction. But I really love to see us just really focused and locked in defensively on how to guard some people. And I definitely think we're talented enough to do it. We have the athletic ability. We're talented enough to do that. And I think, you know, those are the areas by when 30th that we open up conference play. You know, we really have to have those things sharp.
I got one. Not want to get your perspective and then yours, Coach, but rebounding. It was a tough one against Troy earlier this week, and then tonight you come out and double them up on the glass. Just give me, you know, what you saw, maybe in the effort and concerted effort to get rebounds today.
Well, Coach Stockton always wants guards to rebound because it helps with the break. So, you know, we just focused on rebounding in practice after the Troy game, and that's something that we really need to get better at, and that's something we're working on still. So,
I'd say this with Troy, we felt like our best defense was our zone, just because of some matchups in our zone. It's a little hard to rebound out of the zone, but also I think Troy was the #1 team in the nation in offensive rebounds, so we are in good company, right? We're in good company. They've given up a lot, so you know. And again, you know, for us, you know, that was a key stat in that game, but that was also us pulling some down at the end was a really key stat at the end of that game. So.
Well, Dinah is like 17th and Tulane career scorer. Yes.
oh wow!
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Congratulations.
Any comments about that? Top 20 in the career scoring at Tulane?
It's a blessing. I mean, Coach Stockton has done a really good job in putting me in positions to score. And
I didn't make one of those baskets.
I know.
I did
but
not
you-
make one of those
you
baskets.
helped me.
I wasn't
You
able
put
to
me
make.
in- You put me in good positions to be successful, and I think my coach
Appreciate
did
that.
that.
One of those drives, our footwork just had all of us falling out our chairs. I swear to you, cracking up.
She's had a few of those.
Yeah.
She's had a few of those, but good job.
All right.
guys. Get
Thank
some
you.
rest.
All right.